fellow Gambians and friends of the Gambia and the electorate. You will remember last Friday when I declared to you the acceptance of the results of the elections. I accepted the results then, believing that what was presented was the will of you, the Gambian people. I made it very clear that I would never cheat in anything because I fear the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. In the same vein also, I would never accept being cheated by anybody. I accepted the results in good faith, always putting my destiny. You are all living witnesses to what happened after the acceptance of my statement, the results that were announced by the IEC. After my acceptance, with a lot of doubt, but putting my faith and my destiny in the hands of the Almighty Allah, Allah brought in the light. Elections are meant for people to express their democratic right and constitutional right to vote for whom they want to, without fear and intimidation. In this country, we have what we call the IEC, Independent Electoral Commission. The Independent Electoral Commission is expected to be independent from the chairman to all the officials of the Independent Electoral Commission. We are supposed to be people that are neutral and God-fearing. We have total number of registered voters in this country that we are all supposed to vote is 886,578. 886,578 registered voters. Out of this number, 525,659 registered voters voted. The number of registered voters that did not vote in this election is 360,919 registered voters that did not turn up. Remember on Friday I was wondering why these people didn't vote. Now, after my acceptance of the results, without any query, the IEC chairman wrote this document, which we got later on during the weekend. The headline is justification, and I will read for you to understand what has happened. Error in the total of final election results. The tabulation of the 2016 presidential election results from the 53 constituencies was done correctly. Furthermore, regional election results were also tabulated correctly from Banjul to Basse administrative areas. However, when the total votes per region were being tallied, certain figures were inadvertently transposed. Instead of adding the total number of votes polled by Mr. Adama Barrow in the Basse administrative area, the IEC added the total number of ballots cast for Basse administrative area to Adama Barrow's total number of votes, thus swelling the number of votes Mr. Barrow polled nationally. This error was repeated across for the other contesting candidates. Have you noticed this? The error is now corrected, and this is the actual result. The total number of votes transposed was not mentioned. How they rectified the error was not mentioned. And then, with their rectification, they came up with, for Adama Barrow, 227,708 votes. For myself, 208,486 votes. And for Mama Kande, 87,768 votes. It is very clear that signed Aliu Momar Njai, chairman of the IEC, who is also the returning officer. They did something that is also unprecedented in the elections for the 22 years I've been in power. That all the parties were called to the IEC, I think it was on Monday, to tell them that there were errors and mistakes made. It is not from the level of the electorate, but the level of the IEC, which mistakes are unacceptable. On this note, I want to make it very clear that in the same way that I accepted faithfully the results, believing that the IEC was independent and honest and reliable, I hereby reject the results in totality. Let me repeat, I will not accept the results based on what has happened.